What do you make there of what's about to happen? And what have you heard there? And just knowing where they are, seventh in the West right now, compared to where we thought they'd be.
Well, I didn't think they'd be seventh in the West. I didn't have them at second in the West because I thought LSU had the third most talented roster in the league. And you made a great point about getting them this year. I think you needed them to get them this year, and you need to get them early this year because they're a team that had a good chance to sort of keep figuring things out. And that's what I feel like they've done. It's to me, LSU is not just, oh, they've improved so much. They've just they've gotten the right pieces to the puzzle. They were trying to put a puzzle together with, the wrong pieces, and they switched them out, and now they just figured things out and orchestrated things to get the right guys in the right places. And now they kind of got it rolling. Their quarterback's more comfortable. They got the right guys up front on defense. Obviously, Harold Perkins is kind of like a Troy Polamalu of that defense. He moves around everywhere and does different things. So you got a freshman tight end that's physically much more capable and understanding what it's going to be like. But towards the A&M side, no one thought this was coming. I thought their offensive line was going to be really good. Knew they had A-Chain coming back. So I figured they could just lean on that and then make life easy on whoever the quarterback was. And defensively, you had all those five stars coming in on the D line, and you just figured it was going to be okay with DJ Durkin coming in. Part of this, though, this is part of this. We should have seen some of this because this is why I didn't think they were going to be second in the West and why I didn't think they were going to win 10 games. I mean, you lost your leading rusher, you lost your starting quarterbacks, plural. You lost three of your starting offensive linemen, the best offensive lineman you had, your starting tight end. You lost your entire defensive line, your best linebacker, all just gone. And they weren't in position to just reload there. They weren't. So I think Jimbo Fisher has some soul searching to do this offseason. Do I believe he'll bring an offensive coordinator in? Yes. But I don't think that necessarily means he lets him call the plays or design the offense. So you go back to, an Auburn situation with Gus Malzahn, Rhett Lashlee. What if you have a situation like that? Is it going to do you a whole lot of good? Does it make things even better? So I don't know. And Paul Feinbaum said it best on my show a couple of weeks ago when we asked him about it. He said, guys, he doesn't answer to anyone. He doesn't have a boss. Ross Bjork can't go in there and say, hey, Jimbo, do this, or you're going to do this. What are they going to do? Pay him 80 and tell him to kick rocks? Like, no, it's not going to happen. So I don't think them trying to come up with the money or look at ways to get it done. I don't think that's real at all. I think he'll be the head coach at A&M next year. I think you'll see a little bit of a staff shakeup, and potentially he has somebody else either coexisting, co-calling plays, something along those lines, or maybe he does just look at it and say, after some self-scouting this offseason, I got to give it up. I got to let somebody else do this.